What's going on? I am at a new course for me. This is Henry Hagg Lake, St. Scoggins course. I have not played here before. I've been told time and time again that they've taken this over and improved it greatly from what it used to be. It's looking really nice so far, except for the storm that came through the last few days and kind of ravaged everything out here. So lots of debris and stuff on the ground. So I'm gonna play through it. I'm gonna throw a bunch of shots, I hope, and get some exercise in, and hopefully I'll be able to show you guys what this course looks like. Gonna give MD4 a try here. It looks like this hole cuts through these woods here, right to left of the basket. It's down, it's kind of invisible from here, so I'm trying to play a hyzer shot through. I think that's parked. I'm gonna go play it. Well, if I'm being honest, first shot out of the car, especially on a brand new course, I'm almost always awful, and I'll always throw a few before I actually start recording. This was my absolute first shot out of the car. I just stretched, talked to some guys and threw, and I took a couple minutes because I didn't believe I was closer. I must have missed acing this by a couple feet. Let's go. Well, hole one went great. Golly, this course is gorgeous. I'll probably throw up a quick panorama if that picture came out, but you walk out of the woods after hole one and it just opens up over beautiful Hagg Lake. Kind of flooded right now and dingy, but normally it's beautiful. I could see how in the summer this place would be stunning. Hole two is back out in the field here, 340 feet, so it's a full rip for me. I'm just gonna throw it out there and hopefully get down there. It looks like the hill drops off behind it, so I'm gonna try and be careful not to roll away. I'm gonna try S-Line DD3. Definitely feel like I haven't thrown hard yet today. No real warm-up, just a short hole one that I parked somehow. It's nose up, should be down there. Yikes. All right, that'll be easy par. Faded out early here. Really, I'm in putting range, but I'm gonna kind of hoof up with my tactic instead because I don't trust the roll away. Still gonna go full fan grip, just not gonna really try for the putt. That'll do. Tap in par. Hole three is 270-ish feet. It's not the easiest to film because it goes up the hill and back down. The basket's like straight down this tunnel on the edge of the field on the other side. So I can try and throw MD3 and get up there. We'll see. Oh. Well, this was a terrible shot. Still feeling the effects of not getting to warm up much, but stuck over here. I can see the basket down there. I don't think you can from the camera, but try a little flex and see if I can get down there because I don't really have a backhand look. Ugh, okay. Didn't get enough flex on that. It faded out pretty hard, so I think I'm gonna have a long par look. Definitely didn't get down there. This is I'm at 45 feet probably. I don't have much of a jump putt, so for me here, this is a heave up and hope I don't leave myself too much for my bogey comeback. I have a shot at making this, but my long putts are not great. Yikes. Oh well, that's a bogey. Back to even par. All right, hole four, back up the hill, 360 feet. That's basically a full rip for me if everything goes right. Slick muddy tee pads, we'll see. Gonna go back to this D1 and hope for the best. Trying to keep it out in the field here and not in the schnarb off to the left. It's pretty gross over there. It's lots of blackberries. Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah, I'll take that. I don't have a birdie look, I don't think, but that'll be just fine. Same scenario as earlier. This is probably long putt range for most people, but I just don't want to get in trouble and my long putt isn't great. So just gonna hoof lay up here, half run, I guess. And that'll be an easy tap in for par. They're weird baskets. It looks like they've replaced the inner ring of chains and these outer rings are still old. And now we're on to what has to be one of the coolest holes I've played in the Northwest. It reminds me of hole 1 at Dexter Park in Eugene. 600 feet straight down the hill. Baskets down by the water there. The view is just unreal. Like it's amazing. I can't imagine how gorgeous this is in the summer when everything's like, the water is blue and everything. Just unreal. I can't wait to throw a bunch of shots here. I'm gonna try Neo Enigma here. Again, 600 feet. I don't think I can get to those bushes. Wasn't even a good throw objectively. Well, a couple of my throws were better than my original tee shot, but not by much. 600 foot hole and I'm still 200 feet away all the way downhill, so throwing nose up garbage today. Definitely cold and lack of warm up. Got a lot downhill here. Throwing a tactic, hoping for some distance control. I don't want to overdo it, but have a feeling I'm still going to end up short. We'll see. I guess with that mindset, I definitely will, eh? Wow, that was way long. Well, I thought I was way long and down the hill, but I'm actually just sideways in the shade here. Probably 35 foot. This is a tough uphill putt. We'll see how it's going. Putting's not going so great for me so far. The stamp on my putters is blinding me. Get in. Oh wow, I launched it. Huh. So be it. Another bogue. It'll take me to +1, which I am fine with here. I think that's +1. Birdie, par, something like that. Hole 6 is 335 uphill. I really don't know if you guys can tell just how far uphill it is. This is a pretty steep hill. I am tired already and we're only like 5 holes in, so. Okay, it's off to the right. I can't even see it from the tee here, and obviously you guys can't. My goal is just to stay out of the crap on the right. 335 uphill is not something I'm reaching, especially not how I'm throwing today. So I'm gonna try and turn a driver over and get it over there and just stay out of the crap. I'd rather be out in the field and have a look at it than over in the stuff trying to get there. Uphill tee pad is no fun. Yeesh. Oh, that'll do. Ugh, I actually think I'm right. That thing never came back. It's a D1 and it didn't want to come back anyway. I still think I'm probably farther right than I want to be, but I might be within 50 feet or so. We'll see. Well, I was at the about 50-foot mark I wanted, but I just don't quite have a look. So I'm just going to throw a little spike forehand and hopefully put myself within decent par range here. Wasn't very spiky, but left myself a little tap in. I'm sure this hole would be a treat for somebody with a 380-foot forehand or a strong enough turnover. I mean, I had an okay throw at best, and I still got close enough. I probably could have jump putted that with an Annie. Wow, there is no rest on this course. Every freaking hole is like a full rip, whether it's uphill or downhill. Hole 7, 392 foot par 3. It is downhill, but tough angle, and if you fade out early, it's almost down to the water, so wow. Okay, I'll give this a shot. Gonna go back to my Vapor Enigma here, kind of my old go-to. Hopefully I can get down there. Even downhill, still probably a full rip for me. I am not throwing very well today. My timing is way off. Too worried about all this muddy footing. Well, that worked pretty good. Go in. Go in. Oh, a little short. What a shot. Yes. Finally a decent shot today. Well, that was a pretty good throw. My line was perfect. Left me at 20 feet back uphill here. Working on distance control after I airmailed my last couple. For those of you who've been watching me, this straddle putt's kind of a new thing. I have switched to it lately. It's way more consistent. My miss is up and down instead of left and right, as opposed to my stagger. I'm still staggering outside like 40, 45 feet, but this has been the better tournament play. My ratings have gone up quite a bit since I've switched to this, so. Oh, doing me dirty, disc catchers. Oh, that sucked. Oh well, I'll take the par here. Well, disappointing spit slash miss there for birdie. Really would have loved to get close to the even par again when I had such a good tee shot. Hole 8's back uphill again. Maybe the steepest uphill so far, and that's saying something. These are up and down and up and down. 286, it looks like 300 from here. Gonna throw my essence and hope for the best. Little nose up, but I'll take it. All these uphills and downhills, this course is making me feel even more noodly than usual. That's an okay bid. That's a better bid. Ah. Wow, this course is relentless. We're back in the woods now. I think we're in the woods until hole 17 again, so more what I'm used to in Oregon. This is a lot like Dexter, man. It reminds me a lot of Dexter Park, some field holes and then a bunch of tight forest holes. This one's 300 feet. All you can see is hill here. It goes down to the right down the hill and it's just plinko down there. So there's a pretty defined turnover line or big forehand, which I don't have. So I'm gonna try and throw a turnover and have it fade down the hill and just hope I don't lose the disc. There's no real good way to film this, so. Yikes. Wow, this hole is hard. I have left myself some jail. Oh, praise be. I threw a second shot with my Night Strike 3 and hit like 80 trees and I thought it was gone forever, but I can see it from here. Oh God, okay. I've got very little here. I'm basically trying to, golly, this is gonna screw me. I'm basically trying to fit through these trees down to there. Oh God, I made it. Oh no! The teeniest little branch just stole it. I made it through all the big trees and the teeniest little branch knocked me out of the sky. Oh, this is how it goes sometimes. That was the teeniest little branch and there's nothing else in the way. God dang it. Would have got up there to save par, it looked like. Try another easy flick. Let's see if I can get this one right. Go in. Oh, it's in! I really did make it. Oh, that's so good. Little Exosoft tactic to save the par. I had a pretty good forehand up that little branch robbed and that made up for it. That's awesome. Well, that was some sweet luck. I'll call it skill just so I feel better, but had my upshot knocked out of the sky only to dunk it from 75, 80, 100 feet, whatever the hell that was, probably 80 feet. 7 or 8 minute walk, long walk between holes 9 and 10 over a flooded trail. I'm sure in the summer that's fine when it's dry, but the lake's almost up to the trail here and I had to jump through a bunch of puddles and stuff. Hole 10, par 4, it's only 404 feet, but it's basically one of those holes that's a hiking trail with a basket at the end. Right now with everything flooded, there's a ton of standing water on either side, so my goal right now is really going to be to pump something through this gap here, try and finish close to the trail and leave myself a decent upshot. Again, I'm playing this for 4 for sure. I should be throwing a mid here. I can't really decide. I think I might throw FD2 and hope it sticks to the trail. We'll see. Oh, I piped it. Miss it. Miss everything. Oh, I missed everything until that last tree. I think I'm right on the trail. Let's go. Decent shot. This is definitely a par 4 for AMs. Holy cow. I hit these trees here and I still got 180 feet up to the basket maybe. I'm like right in this fern here. This is thick stuff. This would be crazy to try and find discs. Okay. I think I'm throwing putter at it. I think I'm gonna go P3X at it. Golly, I don't think I have a walk up. Okay. Yeah, definitely playing this for 4. Oh, miss it. Oh. All right, I'm back on the trail. Well, I don't have much camera angle here because of the trail being completely flooded, but got a tactic shot. Wow, this is looking like Bogey Town real fast. Oh, miss it all. Oh, I'm long. Holy shoot. All right, we'll see. Awesome. Well, hole 11's a tough one to film. There's a tree right behind the tee pad. It's straight uphill. There's a gap here to the right of this white tree, and the basket's kind of tucked into this little stand of trees, so it's guarded, so it's not the easiest ace run. Not gonna lie, a little tilted right now because I decided to throw a second attempt at my fairway shot back there and threw my Lux Link off into Nowheresville, so probably the most irreplaceable disc in my bag right now because Discmania's not making those. And it's my main throwing putter going into a tournament next weekend, so that's fun. Anyway, I'm gonna try and throw P3X hyzer through here. Oh God. Well, my super bad tee shot has left me in jail over here. I was hoping I could get a little Annie run at the basket, but like I don't even have room to swing here. So I'm just hoping this doesn't roll away at this point. Or that. That was worst case scenario. Now I'm putting 35, 40 feet for par here on a 150-foot hole. Because when things are going bad, they go bad for me. So, gotta get my mental back in this. Ah. Sure, I'll trim that down because I took my sweet time there and I still shanked it, so that sucks. Can't figure out a good way to film this hole. I'm trying to get my round back on track after falling off the rails a bit, but this course is a beatdown. This one, the sign shows, is kind of a U shape down the valley and back up, and typical to all the holes here at Hagg, there's just a ton of crap in the way, so I'm gonna try and throw a hyzer and force it through the gap over there. I just don't think it's gonna film very well. Can't actually see the basket from the tee pad here. I saw it when I walked down. It's like up on the hill over there. This is kind of a spray and pray for me and hope I don't lose a disc again. See if I can lose more discs I can't afford to lose. It's gonna clank that tree. Kick way right. This one's gonna be really tough to film too. The basket's up over there somewhere and I'm way over here in the crap. So I'm just gonna try and flick my A2 up and pray to God I'm somewhere near the basket. I don't think I am. I think I'm way short even though. Left myself a really awkward 40-foot straddle here for par. Seems to be the habit today. See if I can one of these. Got it. Oh no! Another bogey. Well, first one in a while where we can actually see the basket again, but I got these field goal post double mando that make this hole significantly more challenging than if you could just hyzer around it. So I'm gonna take something, throw straight at it. It's like 250 something. Oh, it's not even 200. Well, sure would be nice to have my regular throwing putter right now. Not that I'm bitter. Straight through. Made it. Go in, go in, go in. Oh! Oh boy, that would have been sweet. I sure hope my audio was on for that. It was just recording short. I'm afraid I had it on and it turned off. Oh my god. Hit right off the front of the cage. This P3X is sweet. Alright, hole 14, 284 feet. I don't know if my audio recorder got the last hole, but oh, that would have been sweet to get that ace. That was fun. This goes kind of down the hill and then drops way down. So I'm basically shooting blind once I get to the hill. Gonna try and float my MD down there. Well, I got over the edge of the hill, but I didn't get down it. Well, didn't leave myself much over here, but I'm gonna try and anti-putt down and leave myself an easy up and down. Yeah, that's what I want to do. That was ugly. Another par. Made it to 330 feet through this gully here. I doubt the camera can see it, but the blue band on the basket, you can barely see straight ahead. This is a tough one. I have a feeling this can kick off to the left and really get in trouble, so I'm gonna try something a little more flippy and see if I can keep it to the right side. Miss it. Eek. Not even sure how to film this. I'm still a mile away. I'm just gonna try and forehand back to the fairway here and just get out of this thick stuff. Oh, that was really good. I hope that didn't roll, but that was pretty good. Well, that wasn't nearly as good as I thought it was, but I have this backdoor look here. I must have hit this stick too. All right, covered in stuff from climbing through the bushes here. Let's give this one a shot. Gonna be a little bit ante, have to flex in. Don't hit either of these trees. Go in. Oh, good run. Well, another bogey. I cannot figure out a good angle to film this one at. We're back out of the woods and into the field here. It goes up and to the right and into the woods again. There's a basket right on the edge of the woods, so I'm gonna try a big turnover. That might be okay if it doesn't roll away. Oh, I think I'm parked. We'll see. I don't think I'm long enough. Well, I have a look here. It's not a good one, but it's a look. We'll give it a shot. Give this a little ante and not hit the tree here. Nope, hit the tree. Well, this course is a freaking slog, man. Not only like is it long distance-wise, the holes are long on average, but like there's 4 or 5 times where between holes you've got to walk like a long way. I mean, one from here into the forest, I think it's like between 9 and 10 was like 10, 15 minutes, man, 10 minutes at least. And not only that, but it's just uphill and downhill. So we're all the way to 17, 530 feet. It is uphill again, and I could see a weird rollaways. You can't really see the basket. It's kind of straight past these 2 guardian trees here that are just inconvenient enough to screw things up. So see if I got any energy left for some nose up rips. Let's try this Vapor Enigma. Okay. Oh boy. Left myself some meat on the bone here with my noodle arm. This is very much one that should be a forehand, but I don't trust my forehand to get there. So I'm gonna throw a backhand up on the hill and hope I don't nose up, fade out, and end up in the middle of frickin' nowhere. That might work. God, even with a fairway, I might be short. We'll see. Well, not only was I not short, I left myself a pin high birdie look on a pretty tough hole. And this view, I mean, just look at this. It's unbelievable. Not a soul out here. There was a group in front of me. They were super nice. Nobody else on the course the entire day. Let's go. I know this isn't the longest par 4, but that feels really good. Let's go. Needed that. About to throw hole 18, but I wanted to thank everybody for coming along with me today. Thanks everybody who's been watching me upload stuff for a little while. Thanks to the Discord guys. Thanks to my sponsor, Cool Disc. Thanks to Moondust Bags, my buddy Floop. And then this beautiful course, man. It's a great way to spend a day and afternoon. I'm exhausted. I probably shot 100 over par. I will tabulate after. I have no reception to make a U-disc, so I'm gonna go off my video. Lost one of my favorite and most important and irreplaceable discs, but I'm hoping somebody's a good Sam enough to call me. So fun round, about to play 18. Thank you guys so much for coming. I will hopefully see everybody in the future. 18 here is bonkers. It's a 335-foot par 4, and from the looks of it, it deserves to be a par 4. It is straight up the hill into the woods there. The basket is up the S road to the right. You know, I think in Oregon, a Scott Withers arm might be able to get in close for an eagle look, but for me, I'm just hoping to put my driver somewhere up in that opening there and see if I can get myself one more birdie to get out of here. I think this Enigma is a better choice. I don't really trust that D1 right now. It's just getting really flippy. I haven't even hit anything with it. Get around it. I think I'm in the crap, but I'll play it. That's pretty good. Not that far to the basket. It's going to be some shoddy camera work here, but I've got to get through these branches and just get up there. That might do it. All right, got maybe 20 foot here for another birdie. Again, this is a short birdie, but with how hard these holes are, I don't feel that bad. It's a pretty good round. A couple birdies to end it. Feels pretty good. Thank you guys for coming along.